and I am the coordinator for the medical equipment maintenance course. I am also the coordinator and the cluster group leader for all clinical engineering programs at the Tswana University of Technology. From the diploma, the higher diploma, BTech, etc., etc. So I will be your guide for this course, and I know it's going to be an exciting journey, and I'm glad that we can all be together. So if you don't mind, for this introductory meeting, can I ask you to open your camera so that we see and know who you are? Yeah, so we get to see your faces. Okay, great. I'm still waiting for those cameras to come on. So today is the introductory part of the course. There's not going to be much learning done today, except that we need to walk you through TED, and you know how to use the platform, and that you understand how Microsoft Teams work. I think there's one more person that is going to join us now, and another guy will join us early next week. He's still busy completing his registration. But the session is being recorded for those who are not able to join today. So first things first, let's get to know you. Let's do the introductions. Let's get to know you. Just tell us your name, who you are, where you work, where you're from, where you're connecting from, how you heard about this course, and what your expectations are as you embark on this journey. So who wants to go first? Normally they say ladies first. So Emily.
Oh my God. Hi. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
We can hear
Can
you.
anyone
It's
hear?
a bit soft. If you can come closer to the microphone, but yes, we can hear you.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jen. My name is Emily, and I'm currently in Johannesburg under Viking UCT, Viking Medical and Physical. And yeah, I heard about this course from my colleagues who told me about it, and they told me that it's very essential that I get it. Because I want to enroll myself into the chemical engineering course. So they advised that this course will be a good entry level. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to meet all of you, and I'm looking forward to learn more about the medical equipment maintenance course. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily, and happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
Darren,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Darren, your turn.
Afternoon. I'm currently in Johannesburg and I'm doing an internship at Imbuso Medical. So, yeah, I heard about the course from a colleague, so I could further further my knowledge and actually be qualified as a technician. So, yeah.
Okay, your colleague is supposed to be with us. Is he still joining?
Oh, yes, he is supposed. I can find out. I can give him a call.
Okay, please do, because we want him here. So while you're reaching out to him, let's get Francois to introduce himself.
Sorry, I was struggling with audio. Yeah, France.
Oh, Francois, your line is breaking. I don't know if it's because you are a bit far away from the mic or if it's the network, but let's try again.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
Or stuck? For like 20 years.
Oh no, Francois, we can't hear you. Unfortunately, we can't hear you at all. Emily, can you hear him? I couldn't hear him.
I can't hear him clearly. He's breaking.
Okay, let's try one more time, Francois.
It's gonna be a bit difficult on my side. Me,
Okay, it's
minutes
better
erased.
now.
Was it
Okay.
better now?
Yes, yes. It's
So
better now. Ah, the voice is gone again. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the microphone, Francois. Yeah, no, there's something wrong with the microphone. Yeah, the voice just goes off. So it's not that, yeah, I don't know what the problem is, but unfortunately, Francois, we really can't hear you. But we'll come back to you again, Francois. Oh, you have a headset. Okay, I think that should work now. So you can unmute and try again.
I'm just quickly turning it on.
That is much better.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm currently 20, living in Joburg, and I'm working for Medical Surplus. I'm working with day to day, so I can learn a bit more since I enjoy this line of work.
Okay, so you are all Joburgers. You're all based in Joburg. Ah,
Yes.
wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so Darren, did you manage to reach out to your colleague?
I gave him a call. He's not picking up.
Okay, no
I'm
problem.
not
We
too
have the
sure.
session recorded. He'll catch up later.
Okay.
Okay, so welcome to the medical equipment maintenance course. Has any of you done an online course before?
No.
Yes, I have.
Yes, no, no, yes. Okay. It's a bit different, but once you go online, you'll never go back. Trust me. It's quite exciting, it's convenient, and yeah. But my job is to help you to be relaxed and to um, become familiar to how things work. So I'll walk you through the course and show you the ropes, and hopefully we'll work well together. So for MS Teams, let's start with this platform that we're using, Microsoft Teams. I'm sure some of you in your workplaces do hold meetings on MS Teams. There are various buttons that you will see or icons depending on whether you are using the phone or the laptop. There's a chat bubble somewhere at the top that says chat. So while the meeting is on, if you want to type a message, you have a question, you can use the chat bubble there to type. If you want to know how many people are in the call, there's an icon that says people. I'm using the laptop, so I'm referring to what I see on my screen. So if you click on people, it shows you who and who is in the call. And there's a share button there as well that you can click on, and you can copy the link to share the link to this meeting to someone else who wants to join. There's an icon with a raised hand. If you want to raise your hand, you have a question and you want to be acknowledged. So if you raise your hand by clicking on that button, it will show a raised hand. And once your question has been answered, you can click on that icon again to put down the hands. There are various reaction buttons. If you want to give a thumbs up, say you agree with something, you want to give a thumbs up, or you want to say, oh, I love this. So there's a heart, or you want to clap, someone has made a fantastic presentation, you want to give a virtual hand clap, you can do that as well. There are other reaction buttons also that you can see, excitement, horror, etc. Okay, those are the basic ones. And of course, there's a red button that if you want to leave the call, you can always click on the red button and it will take you out of the call. You already know the icon for camera and microphone to put on your camera and then to mute or unmute yourself if you want to speak. So And finally, there's a square with an arrow, white arrow pointing upwards. And that icon is labeled share. So if you want to share screen, you want to share content, and that's the button to click. And then you select what you want to share, and then everyone can see what you're sharing. Okay, so now let's go to the learning management system where the course content is at. I'm going to share my screen and take us there. Okay, so where is that screen now? Here we go. So in the learning management system, that's where all the content is at. And I'm going to share the view exactly the way you will see it on your side. Can you see the screen I'm sharing? Okay, so that's a medical equipment maintenance.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
My Okay, sorry, I think I was muted for some reason. Okay, so let's go back to the learning management system. So on the left-hand side, you will see all the contents for this course. Today we're doing only the course welcome and introduction, so you can see the content. We go to the introduction, which is what's showing on the screen on the right-hand side. So there's an introductory message and there is a short welcome video from myself. If you click on it, the video will play. So you can pause, fast forward, rewind, and at the bottom it gives you the program overview, the course objectives, time and duration, learning material, assessment, and certificates. And then it also introduces you to some of the facilitators that you will meet in this course that have contributed content to this course. So you'll see their photos and a short bio for each one. And I think their contact email addresses as well. Okay. Now at the top here, there are navigation buttons that if you want to go to the next page, you click next and it will take you to the next one, which is prescribed and recommended reading. So you click next, it will take you to the next one. You click next again, then it shows you the study guide. So this is the study guide for this course. You can download the study guide. There is a download button here, which if you click, you can download the entire study guide. If you go up and click next again, it takes you to, so here is, okay, equipment and instruments, okay? And the next one is general announcements. So if there are any important announcements or posts from my side, this is where you will find it. So if you come here, you can check on this area from time to time. If I have any important announcement, general announcement, I can post it on WhatsApp, or I can come here and post it and share. For now, there's no post over here. And for this next part, and this will be your very first activity, once we are done with this introductory session, this is where you will introduce yourself. We did ask you to introduce yourselves in the WhatsApp group. Emily did, so we still needed to do a brief introduction in the WhatsApp. But for this one here, this is your first activity. Between now and Monday, you come to this part, you do the introduction. So you will type your message here and you click share. There are buttons at the bottom here. There's one that says attach photo. So what you're required to do here, you state your name and a brief introduction of yourself, where you're from, and how you heard about this course, what are your expectations, and what you are most excited about in taking up the course. Okay, tell us also your hobbies and anything interesting about yourself that you would like us to know about you. And then you share a photo so we see what you look like. These are some of the previous participants. This one did the course 2 months ago. Okay, so just to give you an idea what is expected, short introduction, and then you share a photo so your classmates know what you look like. Okay, great. Then the next section is if you have any question or you want to discuss anything with your classmates, you can either do that on WhatsApp or there's a place for you to come here and type your message or discussion topics, and others can come and they can comment, they can mention you, they can insert photos, texts, videos, whatever, in response to your question or a discussion you've raised. And then finally, we have a place where you can always click on a button to connect to the live MS Teams meeting, such as the one we're having here. So even if you don't see the link via email or on WhatsApp, you can always log into the learning management system. You come here at the bottom of the introductory page. You will see live online meetings. You will always see the dates and the time for the next live meetings that you'll be having. So once you click join live session, it brings you straight to the MS Teams live meetings that we'll be having. And by the way, we don't have these meetings every day. We only meet like this once in a week. Okay, so normally it's on Mondays, either at 9 in the morning or at 12 noon, and it's just for about half an hour. And what we do during the live sessions, we will introduce you to the content for that week and walk you through the content very briefly so you know exactly what you're expected to do. So we walk you through the content, through what assignments or assessments are required of you. And then once we show you what needs to be done, we just let you do your thing and you walk through it through the week. We also use that time to answer any questions you may have regarding the contents of the previous week. So if there are any questions, any challenges, any difficulties from the previous week, during the live sessions on Monday, I can answer all your questions and address every concern. But other than that, the course itself is explanatory, as I will show you just now. The videos, most of them are the content. Most of them have got narrations. The instructions are very clear, so very easy to walk through. Okay, now I'll go back to the learning management system, and then I will start showing you what the contents look like. So you can see there are 15 units altogether from Unit 1 on ethics, all right, up to Unit 15. So you have Unit 1 on ethics, and then you see the contents for that unit, introduction and overview, then the presentation itself, and there's an activity at the bottom here. And if you go to the next unit, if you click, the unit expands, so you can see the contents for Unit 2, right? You can see all the contents, and at the bottom, there is an assessment that you need to complete. For Unit 3, same, you click, it will expand, activity, just the introduction and overview, and the content. For Unit 4, you can see all the contents, and there is an activity 4.1. So each week I will walk you through what is expected of you, what you need to do, what assignments you need to complete, and then we'll just let you walk through. So let's see for ethics unit 1. I'm going to do this again on Monday, but let's just quickly go through so that you have an idea what the contents look like. So first you have the introduction, the unit activity, so you will see what needs to be read, and if there's an assignment, you will see. It gives you the instruction to download and complete activity 1.1. Okay, so if you click on the navigation button up here, it will then take you to the contents for ethics. So it will fetch the file, the contents, and once the content opens, so here unit 1 on ethics, there is a navigation button, like this is a PowerPoint, well, a course, and then with 72 pages, that's quite a lot. So there's, if I click at the bottom here, you will see. So it says here, watch this short video. So which means there's a video here, YouTube video. If I click, so it gives you
Hello
the
everyone,
definition of
and welcome.
ethics, and you
In this
can
video, we're going to
hear
talk
the
about
sound and it
ethics,
will walk you
what it
through.
is, and why it exists. Let's get
Okay,
started.
so you can always pause, you can rewind, and once you're done, you go to the next one. It gives you the objectives, and then the introduction, and then it walks you through the contents, right? Fine. So when you're done with that, you click next at the top. Then it takes you to the activity 1.1 on ethics. So you see the instructions, you click here, let's begin, and it will allow you to download the activity. So you download this activity, you complete it offline on your computer, you save it following the instructions, and then you come back here to submit this completed activity. It's a Word document. Then you can come here and you click to browse the file to open it on your computer or on your device or on Dropbox, and then you click on submit. So once you've uploaded, you must click submit for that activity to be complete, right? Okay, so now let's go to, I'll quickly show you here, unit 2, which is on, I'm leaving this page, I go to the next one, unit 2. So let's go to understanding electrical hazards. Now this is a video that you need to watch. I'll just click on it, just give you a brief overview. We won't watch the whole thing, just some of it. Okay.
Understanding electrical hazards. The improper use of a device as a result of inadequate training and lack of experience has led to 10,000 medical device-related patient injuries each year. In this video, we cover the possible electrical hazards, how they can affect the human body, as well as how they can be prevented.
Okay, so that's just an idea. So I'll pause there. And so after that, you go to the next one, which is hazard identification. And for this one, Mr. Whiteford is going to walk you through. Is that Whiteford? Let's see. Okay, it's a PowerPoint. Oh, no, that's myself. So there are 65 pages of content, which you will walk through. Okay, so you go step by step, very easy to understand. Here there's a video as well. It says click to start video. So if you click,
Welcome.
the video opens. You can
We hope that you are safe and healthy during your time with us. One important safety factor that we want.
So but now I want to show you what the other contents look like. So in this section here, Alan Whiteford is explaining to you about electrical safety hazards. And he's also going to demonstrate to you how an electrical safety analyzer works.
Hello everybody and welcome to
So this
the
content comes with a narration, so you can actually hear the voice as he explains and walks you through the content. And you can always pause, you can rewind, you can fast forward. Okay? If I fast forward, for instance, then I click here.
And then you can go back inside and carry on with what you were doing. That's
Okay.
the preferable choice.
Yeah.
What you can also do.
So that's how you go through the content. If you go to the next one, for instance, where Selena is talking about preventive maintenance, and that's a PowerPoint as well. So if you press play, and she will take you through step by step, you will actually hear the voice narration. So you are not left on your own. Not all of them have narration, but most of them have got, a voice walking you through. Okay. And if you want to pause and digest, you can always pause and take your time to listen and walk at your own pace. Okay, so let me pause for questions at this point. Let me know if there are any questions before we proceed. No questions. Okay, Nilo has just joined us. We have introduced ourselves before you came. So if you don't mind, tell us who you are, where you're connecting from, how you got to hear about this course, and yeah, what your expectations are regarding the course.
Yes, sir. I just would like to apologize for being late. Can you hear me on your side?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, all right. Well, my name is Nello, but longer Bunyelo, but I just go by Nello for nickname. I am a trainee service technician at Mbuso Medical, and I heard this course through, the trainee program that one of the service technicians went through this course to get like better understanding of medical, sorry, the name of the course, but
Medical equipment maintenance.
maintenance. Yes, yes, yes. So of course, I work with Darren, so me and him had been, in the trainee course, and we realized that okay, it'll be the best way to get like a certification and actually, understand. So what I want to look for in the future is to, hopefully after the trainee course is go into clinical engineering and, study to be a clinical engineer, maybe get a TUT course, start off the TUT course, maybe next year or the year after.
Okay, great. You're in the right place. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, today is just introduction, just to walk you through the learning management system and to explain how things work. So normally there are assignments, there are activities, and there's going to be a time where you do a group activity. We can group you into two different groups and you'll work in groups. You'll do that activity and you upload or submit the assignment as one. Okay. It's important to observe the due date for the activity because that's important for your completion of the course. So there are due dates for each assignment or activity. Normally we give you up to a week, 1 week from the date of release to complete an assignment or activity. If for some reason you're not able to finish within the 1 week, and there's no reason why you shouldn't, because they are straightforward, easy activities to do, you let us know. We can give you an extension of a day or two extra, because I know sometimes you get busy at work, you get distracted. I don't know, you look young to me, so it doesn't look like you've got large families, but you never know. We don't assume. So, but I know that life happens sometimes, and maybe there are call outs, you need to work somewhere out in the field, no internet. So we do understand that we can give a day or two extension, but you have to request, right? Aside from that, I would encourage you to try as best you can to complete all activities and assignments within the due dates. So the way we do the assessments is on a continuous basis. We don't wait until the end to have one big exam. No. So we assess you on a continuous basis. So that makes it a whole lot easier. So all of those assessment marks count towards the final mark. So on the last week of the course, we do have an assessment that weighs 30%. Well, not 30%, yeah, but it's one of the bigger assessments. But it's just part of the number of assessments that you do to determine your final mark. So we don't wait until the end to give you that big assessment that determines whether you pass or fail. No. You start passing with each assessment that you complete. So even if you miss the final assessment, as long as you've been busy doing the rest of the assessments, there is hope you will pass the course as well. So we've made it quite easy. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I want to share for now. We'll meet again on Monday for about 15 minutes or so, 15 at most 20 minutes. Okay. Where we can now, I will show you then the program. I will just use this weekend to work on the program so that you see where you have an assignment or an assessment, and where you have practical content, so that you know exactly what to expect with each unit and the content. So that's just an example. This is the one we used for the previous course. You can see the date is from April to May. Okay, day 1, and then you see the activity, graded activity, day 2, day 3. So I'm going to update this document by this weekend so that when we meet on Monday, you will all have access to this document, so you can refer to it as you walk through the contents. Okay, great. Any questions or concerns?
I just wanted to ask, so I was taking a look at the
Yeah.
study guide, and I
Yes.
could see that there were listed hours for each unit, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to know what is the relation between the two, because of course we're on the
Yeah,
meetings for
those
20
are
minutes.
suggestions.
All right, all right.
Okay. But you can walk at your own pace. I know you missed quite a few things before you came in, but this session is recorded. And
All
I'm going
right.
to share the recording, the link to the recording in the group once we're done,
Thank you.
so you can listen again and go over what you missed before you came in.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. But we're not going to be on like this for 3 hours. No, you'll walk at your own pace. Yeah. So those hours are just suggestions to help you prepare to know how much time you'll need to put in. You can work after hours or on weekends, but please do something every single day so you don't have a huge backlog over by you if you leave it till the weekend. The other thing I want to encourage, please do not work only to pass. Like you go straight to the assessment, you want to do the assessment. Don't work for grades, work for the knowledge. Okay? Take your time, go through the contents, and then the grades will take care of themselves. Normally, with each assessment, we give you more than one attempt. So if the first attempt you're not happy, you can always come back and do it again. Except the very final assessment, which will be on the week 5. So for that, you only have one attempt. But the rest of the activities, tests, assessments, you can have more than one opportunity. So if you submit the first time, you're not happy with the marks, you can always come back and do it again. So that way, you're guaranteed to pass. Okay, so no one, we've been running this course now since 2022. You are the 19th batch of the course, 19. No one has failed. The only time we had someone who did not complete the course was this last batch that we had. So we had one participant who couldn't finish for whatever reason. And that was the first. In 19 cohorts we have done, and nobody has failed. So don't worry about failing. As long as I'm here, you do your work and you do all the assessments. We want you to learn, not just to pass. What's the point having a certificate and there's nothing up here? Okay, so please do take your time, go through the contents, and if there are questions and anything you don't understand, I'm here to help, right? Okay. So like I said, we started running this course in 2022. We were using a different platform. We up till the end of last year. So we only migrated to the new platform this year. So this new platform, you are the second batch that will be using this new platform. The last batch was like the test batch. They were like the guinea pigs for this platform. So they did the course and then we picked up a few things. So we had to reiterate and make a few corrections to make it better. So hopefully you have a much better experience with this course. There was nothing wrong with it except that some assessments were not appearing on the grade book. So those are the kind of tweaks we had to make. So now we've tweaked all of those a little bit, so it's much better now. And you will see all the assessments and the marks in the grade book. But other than that, the contents have been the same. We improve again where we have to, but you get the same content that others have been getting all along. Yeah, so I guess that's it for now. Are there any further questions or concerns? Okay, we're expecting one more guy who is still busy with registration. He's from Cape Town. He should join us next week if he's able to complete the payments. But otherwise, it's a 5-week journey, and I'll be here with you the whole time. You can WhatsApp me any time of the day. I'm always available. So if I can't respond immediately, I will always come back to you at my earliest convenience. So you can WhatsApp middle of the night, weekend, whenever, I don't mind. Okay? So if there's any question, concern, just pop a message. At my earliest convenience, I will get to it and then I will respond. Okay. So thank you guys. I will see you on Monday morning, 9 o'clock. We'll meet for just 15-20 minutes. That's it. Okay? Great. Yeah, we'll always use the same link to connect on MS Teams. Okay? Same link. I already showed you where to find the link. If you don't see it on WhatsApp or email, you know where to get it on the LMS. Okay, then. Have a wonderful weekend. And so walk through the introductory part between now and Monday, so that on Monday when we meet, I introduce you to the contents for next week. Great. Oh, one more thing I'm supposed to mention. We don't release the whole contents at once. We only give you the bits you did for that week. So on Monday, we will release units 1, 2, and 3, which you will walk through for next week. The week after that, we release unit 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you work on that. And the week after that, we release just the units for that week so that you are not overwhelmed. Okay, great. So that's all from my side. Let me stop here before something else comes up again. Okay, guys, have a nice weekend. See you on Monday morning.
You too,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Sure. Bye.